Okay, hi first graders. I'm going to read a story to you today. This story is called Jack and Betty and the Yak and the Yeti, and it's by Simon Arthy. I actually brought this book back from me when I went to Nepal, and so this is a book that probably most of you, if not all of you, have never read before. So let's see what it's about. Jack and Betty and the Yak and the Yeti. Written and illustrated by Simon Arthy. Two explorers, Betty and Jack, had an ancient magic map, one that could take them far away on wild adventures for a day. In their bedroom next to the bed, in front of the magic map, they said, "We are explorers, brave and bold, who want to climb to the top of the world." The magic began and they whirled and whirled, floating high above the world, whizzing off through time and space, then landing in a distant place. A friendly voice said, "Namaste." And if you look down here, in Nepal, the word namaste actually means hello. "Welcome to you both today. I'm Krishna Kulu from Kathmandu. Tell me, how can I help you?" So they told him, "We are explorers brave and bold who want to climb to the top of the world." "What fun," said Krishna. "Off we go. The top of the world is a place I know, a mountain higher than all the rest, where earth meets sky, Mount Everest." And if you don't know this, in Nepal they have the tallest mountain in the world, which is called Mount Everest. So let's away without delay. On the way we'll laugh and play, and as we go I'll show to you the sights and sounds of Kathmandu. Off they sped on rickshaw bright, through bustling streets of color and light, ancient temples, crumbling shrines, elephant statues, sculptured lions, cows in the road, monkeys swinging, horns a-blaring, bells a-ringing, chanting monks and wedding band too, the hullabaloo of Kathmandu. So in Nepal, there's actually monkeys everywhere, and just like we have cows here, but our cows pretty much stay in the pasture unless they escape, their cows there just walk in the streets. So most of the time when we'd be walking around, the cows would just be walking around with us. Kind of different. Then onto the roof of a bus they jumped, and out of town they bounced and bumped, winding roads on mountainsides, skidding tires slip and slide. The Crenshaw said as they reached the snow, "This is as high as the bus can go. To get much higher, Betty and Jack, you'll need the help from the mighty yak." A yak is kind of like a cow. There stood a beast, shaggy and hairy, monstrous horns that looked quite scary. But with a smile it said, "Namaste," which remember means hello. "How can I help you both today?" So they told him, "We are explorers, brave and bold, who want to climb to the top of the world." "What fun," said the yak. "I'll help you with that. Jump on my back, Betty and Jack, and if you look inside my pack, you'll find a couple yak-wool hats." They put on a hat plus one on the yak and laughed at the sight of the yak in the hat. Then off they tracked up the mountainside, singing and swaying from side to side. The wind got up and it started snowing, but our explorers kept on going. A blizzard blew with all its might, a blinding, whirling wall of white. Swirling dragons howled and hissed, then disappeared into the mist. But even so, they didn't stop. They clambered on towards the top. Then all at once, Betty said, "Stop! What's that sound?" Up ahead, from up above, there came a rumble. Everything began to tumble. "Avalanche!" the yak cried. It swept them down the mountainside, tumbling on towards the edge of a deadly drop-off ledge. There they go. I wonder what's going to happen. In a flurry of snow, a creature appeared, hairy and scary and enormous and weird, fury-eyed with a look so frightening, moving as fast as a bolt of lightning. A huge furry fist caught the tail of the yak. It stopped his drop and pulled him back. It hauled them up from that terrible fall at the edge of the ledge. It saved them all. I wonder what this is. "What are you?" the children gasped, gaping at the beast so vast. It smiled and said, "Jack and Betty, namaste. I am the Yeti." "The Yeti," said Betty, turning pale. "But the Yeti's a myth, a fairy tale." "I've heard that too," the Yeti laughed. "The myths of man can be so daft." I live here in the mountains so high because I am very, very shy. But why are you here in my home, high up on Mount Everest, all alone? So they told him, we are explorers brave and bold who want to climb to the top of the world. What fun, cried the Yeti with a smile on his face. The top of the world's my favorite place. Long ago I showed the way to Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay. They were so excited to reach the top, they flew a flag and danced a lot. But enough of that, let's all have tea. My home is close, so follow me. Inside his cave, he served them up hot chocolate drinks in china cups, and the biggest cake they'd ever seen, and apple pie covered in cream. He told them tales of days of old and other explorers brave and bold, and the Yeti jokes that each got dafter, leaving this audience crying with laughter. Then off they climbed through the snow so deep, scaling ice cliffs so steep, crossing with a daring leap the dark crevices wide and deep. Higher they clambered, legs a-pumping, panting, gasping, hearts a-thumping, higher and higher with never a stop, onwards, upwards, to the top. Till there they were, Mount Everest's summit. They cried out, hooray, we've done it! We are explorers brave and bold, and here we are on the top of the world. Look, they made it to the top of Mount Everest. They laughed and sang and hugged each other, dancing, holding hands together. They whooped and hollered with delight and had a cracking snowball fight. Then, sitting quietly in the snow, they gazed out at the peaks below. The setting sun began to sink and turn their snowy world all pink. With tears in their eyes, Jack and Betty hugged goodbye to the Yak and the Yeti. Thank you, they said. We'll always be friends, but this is where our journey ends. The magic began and they started to glow and sparkle and float above the snow. Then with a wave to their hairy friends, the Magic Mac took them back home again. Back in their bedroom, tucked up tight, Mommy comes in to say goodnight. A kiss for Jack, a kiss for Betty, dreaming of the Yak and the Yeti. She tiptoes out and shuts the door. The Magic Map glows once more, ready to take the children away on another adventure, another day. First graders, I just want you to know how much I miss you guys. I love you so much, and I'm wishing you well, and I can't wait till the time that we get to be together again. Bye, guys.